Today we are in Anderson Park in Hendersonville, Tennessee, taking a look at this Fisher floor plan by Parkside Builders. This 3-bed, 2.5-bath townhome comes in at 1,384 square feet, features a 1-car garage, and sits on a common lot that is administered and maintained by the local HOA. This particular unit is currently the most affordable new construction home in all of Hendersonville.
And on that note, let's go ahead and take a tour of this townhome here in Anderson Park in Hendersonville, Tennessee.
Okay, so this Fisher floor plan does feature the A1 elevation, and one difference that you'll notice right here from the Grayson, which is on either side of it, is that this does not have a front porch. Okay, so you can see sort of over there that the Grayson does have a front porch. No front porch with the Fisher, and it is a little bit smaller. It's about 225 square feet smaller, and this area right here, this open concept, this is most of the downstairs right here. Okay, and I gotta say, I actually do prefer it personally to the Grayson, just this open area right here, but overall you're going to have a smaller square footage, but this feels really nice. This is your living room area where you have your dining and the kitchen as well. I always personally like a really nice open kitchen island like that. You can do whatever you want with it. That could, turn into a breakfast nook. And I like also that they did something a little different in this unit with the cabinetry. You have the gold handles, the gold faucet as well. You don't really see that a lot in new construction. Usually things, at least at this level of a price point, you tend to see everything is usually gray or white, and that's usually it. But I like this kind of this shade of blue that they use. It's kind of like a grayish blue, I suppose, but it is a little different from what you normally see, and I appreciate that they did something unique with this one. Now, one thing I mentioned in my tour of the Grayson that I did as well is that depending on where your Fisher lies in the row of townhomes, it may be flipped. Okay, so it may be basically mirrored from the way that this one is laid out, where you're going to have the kitchen on the other side and the dining and the living room would be, on the other side. But it really just is going to depend on where it falls in the line of homes, townhomes. And one thing real quick, all of those appliances you just saw are Frigidaire, and that's the same for the Grayson as well, and all of the homes here at Anderson Park. Now, as we go and take a little look at this front area here, it's important to know that your HOA fee does cover the maintenance of the grounds here at Anderson Park and also the exterior of the townhome as well. That HOA fee is going to be $150 a month for a townhome, and that does include also a bundled insurance policy for the entirety of the townhome row. So this here is the powder room, and one difference between the Grayson and the Fisher is that in the Grayson, if you're having one, built from scratch, you are able to customize this area and make it into a full bath as well as a fourth bedroom in the back there, which you're not able to do in the Fisher because there's just not the space for it. But that is something that you can do with the Grayson. Now, both of them have 1-car garages. They both have the water heater and fuse box out in the garage. So on that sense, they're very similar. But, you lose, like we said, it's about 225 square feet with the Fisher. And one of the big differences is like this right here, actually. So if you were equivalent in the equivalent spot in the Grayson, this right here is like a bonus room, flex room. But here in the Fisher, it's just basically a hallway. You do have a closet and access to the stairs that go upstairs. Now, this back alleyway here is where you have access to your 1-car garage. And this is similar for the Grayson as well as the single-family homes here at Anderson Park. However, there is a different set of townhomes with different square footage and sizes that will have access to a 1-car garage from the front. Now, if this is not enough parking for you, you can also park out in front of the unit as well, which you saw at the beginning of the video. There are parking spots available on the street there. Now, as we head upstairs, just like in the Grayson base model, you do have all 3 bedrooms located up here, including the primary, as well as 2 full bathrooms. One thing that is a little different is that you don't really have like a proper laundry room as much as you do have this right here, which is like a laundry closet. One thing that I didn't like about this little area right here is there's no light in here, so you have to rely on the light from outside of the closet to see in there, or you could put something up yourself, just kind of stick it to the wall. But in general, not great illumination in there. You do have a storage space up there where you will have your furnace and AC unit as well. Okay, and while we're talking about differences between the Fisher and the Grayson, the primary bedroom is located in the back of the unit here in the Fisher, whereas it's in the front with the Grayson. Now, I think the jury is kind of out on which one is going to provide you with more privacy. With the Grayson, you're probably going to have a nicer view, just in that you're going to get to see the fronts of the homes and, the elevations on those, which look really nice, and all the shrubbery and whatnot that's out front. Whereas here with the Fisher, you're going to have, the back alleyway is going to be your view. But people aren't going to be walking their dogs. There's not going to be through traffic and stuff like that. So you probably have a little bit more privacy in the back, but, you're still going to have people coming in and out of their garages back there. So here in the primary bath, you do have dual vanities. There's no natural light in this bathroom. Okay, so in the Grayson, you are going to have a window that shines into the bathroom, and it's going to be a little bit larger of a bathroom too. You're going to have like a separate room for the water closet where you have the toilet as well as the shower, whereas here in the Fisher, this is just all one room right here. Maybe that's not a big deal to you, but that is one difference between the Grayson and the Fisher. One other difference is also that there is no stacking shelves for towels in this bathroom. It does have pretty much the same drawer space, and the size of the sink is essentially the same, but there's going to be a little bit less of a spot to store stuff in the bathroom. You could always put it in that walk-in closet that you have that's right on the other side of the room, but it's not going to be as easily accessible there in the bathroom. Now, as we head over to the other side of the upstairs, you do have this linen closet here in the hallway, and you also have 2 other secondary bedrooms and a full bath as well. Now, I talked about this a bit in my last video, but there's also a separate row of townhomes that Anderson Park has available that's actually taking orders right now. Some of the units are bigger. In fact, they're all bigger than the Fisher. They range from about 1,500 square feet up to 2,000 square feet. So they have 3 separate models, the Charleston, the Savannah, and the Tahoe. And there's only 5 lots of those left available right now, and they're not going to be really ready until 2025. That being said, these Fishers and Graysons are quick move-ins. You can move into them right now. Sometime next year, they will probably start taking orders as well for new units, new Graysons and Fishers that you can have customized a little bit. And if you need help walking through that process, that is something that I do. I always recommend that you have representation in front of a builder that is your own, because as great as the new home sales consultants are at all of these builders and all these companies, they're super professional, they're super helpful. At the end of the day, it's their job to represent the builder and not you. And you need somebody there who has established relationships with these people and who's been through the new home construction process before and it sort of knows the types of things to look out for. And if you need help with that, find me or find somebody else. Find somebody, because you need somebody to help you out. If you do need any assistance with that, my name is Darren A. Wilson. I am a realtor here in the greater Nashville, Tennessee area. I'd love to help you out or answer any questions that you may have. You can also visit my website, which is darrenawilson.com. I also have a newsletter that you can sign up for. It's at the top link in the description. And thank you for watching the video today. If you want to see more videos like this and doing a neighborhood tour of Anderson Park, I'll also be covering Millstone and some other spots in Hendersonville soon. You can subscribe to the channel. If you want to watch another video, you can check out this one right here, which is a home tour of the home that's right next door to this, which is the Grayson floor plan here at Anderson Park. See you later. Bye.